Time for this week's pickup video. It's been a while since I've had a pickup video. Been traveling a lot. Been spending a lot of time on the West Coast lately. Last week I was in... I went to the West Coast last week. Last week I was up in Virginia. Week before last I was in San Diego. I didn't get a whole lot of pickups over the past couple of weeks, but got a few things. Let's check them out. Well, one of the first things I picked up was one of these Pong clones. This one is a Concept 2000 Spectrum 6. It actually has 3 games on it. They got a little switch here. 1 player, that's 3 games. 2 player, that's 3 games. 6 games. Basically it's just tennis, hockey, and handball. Yeah. Fortunately I can't show any video of this playing because the output of this little bad boy is just not enough to lock the signal on my TV here. I tried it on the older CRT TV I got. Just barely comes in. You can just barely make it out. So I'll mess around with it some more, see if I can boost it, get it to work. But what's interesting is check out the connectors. This went to your antenna, and that would go in the back of your TV. Look how long they are. This thing basically just sat on top of your TV set, and you pull out one of these little controllers right here, poop, on this wire to play your game. It's got a little bat size reset button on there. Is that upside down? No. Interesting little machine. It's supposed to be a full color Pong machine, but it wasn't that much, so no big deal. What's really cool is it came with its original box. Tell it's been water damaged, and its original instruction book too. Awesome. So that's kind of cool just for that. Maybe I'll dedicate it to the video game museum out at CGE if they've already got one. There's another little video game museum out in Canton, North Carolina. I'm sure they wouldn't mind having it for their display either. So either way, I'll find some use for it. Next thing I picked up was Mickey Speedway USA, complete in the box for the Nintendo 64. Now I really like Mario Kart. My favorite version of Mario Kart is Mario Kart 64. I love that game. Play it quite a bit. And this plays a whole lot like it. It's got the power-ups. The controls are pretty much similar to Mario Kart. It responds the same way. It just has Mickey Mouse characters in it and them talking to you like Goofy, that kind of stuff. But it's a nice little racing game. I'm pretty impressed with it. Then I picked up some more stuff for my Saturn collection. I picked up what game is this? Oh, there it is. I picked up, what is that? There's something on my case. Oh, anyway, I picked up Ginn War. This isn't a regular Saturn case. This is just a regular DVD case that they printed off a cover to put on it. I don't care. I don't mind. It's an interesting game. Basically, it's a first-person shooter where you got this ship running around on these different planets, blowing up aliens and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. It's not a bad little game on the Saturn. Next one I picked up was Need for Speed. Awesome. Now, I like the Need for Speed series. This is the first one. Pretty cool game. You have 8 cars you can drive in here. We have a Lamborghini Diablo VT, Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, a Porsche 911 Carrera, a Ferrari 512 TR, Acura NSX, Mazda RX-7, a Dodge Viper RT10, and a Toyota Supra Turbo. Pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with this, because I love racing games. And then I picked up another game for my pinball collection on the Saturn. This time I picked up True Pinball for the Sega Saturn. It's not too bad. It has 4 tables on here. We have Babe Watch, Extreme Sports, Vikings, and Law and Justice. And the graphics of the tables themselves kind of look like those pinball tables from that Epic Mega Games or something like that. It had like Android and something else. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but it's 3D kind of view. It's okay. It's not too bad for a pinball game. The physics are okay. Just a little sparse in the gameplay, I think. Then the next thing I picked up from my Game Boy, my original Game Boy, Tetris Attack. Fun little game where you gotta line up the 3 characters in a row to get them to disappear. Basically, you're just shuffling stuff around on the play field. Pretty neat little variation on the Tetris game. And next I picked up a little handheld Simon. Now, I like Simon. It's a pretty cool game. I used to have one of the big ones that came out in the 70s, I believe, late 70s. I had one of those, and I don't know whatever happened to it. I've lost it somewhere. So I was kind of stoked to find this running around out there. So I've been playing it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun to play. And then the last thing I picked up is a little Kaboom keychain LCD game by Tiger Electronics. Pretty neat little LCD game. Of course, you're playing Kaboom. It's got the Mad Bomber running across the top of the screen. He drops his bombs down. You have your 3 buckets, and you use the keys right and left to move your buckets right and left to catch the bombs. And as the game gets progresses, it gets faster and faster. The bombs start dropping faster. It's a pretty challenging little keychain game. It's not bad at all. Tiger did a fairly decent job on this. I just wish some company out there would license Kaboom and either put it on a plug and play with a bunch of other paddle games like Warlords, Kaboom, and Breakout, and that kind of stuff, or have like a little dedicated console that's Kaboom or something like that with the actual paddle controller, because that would be so awesome. So anyway, that's all the pickups for this week. Not a whole lot. Next week I'm on vacation. Yay! So I plan on probably maybe going to some arcades and some game stores around my area. See what kind of trouble I can get into. So, thanks for watching.